You know, for decades, we've all been told pretty much the same thing. If you're over 60, the absolute best thing you can do for your health is to get out and walk every single day. But what if that advice, followed by millions of people, is actually silently causing more harm than good? Okay, let's really dive into this, because we are about to challenge one of the biggest myths in senior fitness.
Now, this isn't just some random opinion I found online. This comes directly from a joint surgeon, a guy with over 12,000 operations under his belt. He's seen firsthand what happens inside the operating room. And honestly, he's sounding the alarm. He argues that the whole fitness industry has kind of profited by selling us this simple but very incomplete story about what healthy aging looks like.
So here's the massive disconnect. We all believe that our daily walk is the golden ticket to strong legs and staying mobile forever. But the reality surgeons are seeing in the clinic? It's a shocking rise in seniors with inflamed joints and cartilage damage so bad their bones are literally grinding together. Now, the crucial point here, it's not that walking is bad, it's that walking alone is the problem. It just isn't enough. But hey, don't worry, the answer is not to just stop moving. Not at all. The solution is about being smarter, way smarter with our movement. We're going to count down the 5 specific, surgeon-approved exercises that are clinically shown to rebuild your strength, protect your joints, and keep you mobile for decades to come. All right, let's get right into it. Our first 2 exercises are all about building that bedrock, that foundation of functional strength. You know, the kind that a daily walk all by itself simply can't give you. Kicking off our countdown at number 5, we have the humble wall push-up. Now, I know what you're thinking. Push-ups, that's for athletes. But this modified version is honestly one of the most underestimated and crucial exercises for seniors. It builds the upper body and core strength that becomes your absolute first line of defense against a fall. And the data here is just staggering. Look at this. In only 8 weeks, a group doing these modified push-ups saw a 34% increase in functional strength. Compare that to just 7% for the group that was only walking. I mean, that's a massive difference. It's the kind of strength that really changes your daily life, like it did for 68-year-old Margaret, who went from not being able to open a pickle jar to doing it with ease in just 1 month. And it's so simple and safe to do. You just stand about an arm's length from a solid wall, place your hands flat on it, and lean in. The real key is to keep your body in a nice straight line from your head down to your heels. That's what engages your core. As you get stronger, all you have to do is step your feet back a little further from the wall to make it more challenging. Coming in hot at number 4 is what might just be the single most functional exercise you can possibly do, the chair squat. I mean, just think about it for a second. How many times a day do you get up from a chair? This movement directly strengthens that exact ability, which, let's be honest, is fundamental to staying independent. The benefits are just immense. We're talking about reducing disability risk by 38% and targeting your quadriceps, which actually lose mass faster than almost any other muscle group as we age. And it's so easy. Just stand in front of a sturdy chair, lower yourself down slowly until you gently tap the seat. And then, here's the key, stand back up without using your hands for support. That control is what builds the muscle. Just ask Robert, a 71-year-old who went from needing help to get out of his recliner to playing on the floor with his grandkids in just 3 months. Okay, so we've laid down that foundation of strength. Now we need to build our defense system. The next 2 exercises are all about mastering stability and posture, 2 absolutely critical elements for preventing falls and fighting back against the postural changes that can come with age. At number 3, we have the single leg stand. And let me tell you, this is way more than just a simple balance drill. As you're about to see, your ability to do this one simple movement is one of the most powerful predictors of not just your mobility, but your longevity. The research from the Mayo Clinic is just stunning. Get this, being able to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds is linked to a 50% reduction in death from any cause. No, that's not a typo. Your balance is literally a vital sign. To practice, just stand near a wall or a countertop for a bit of support, lift one foot a few inches off the ground and just hold it. Start with a few seconds and try to work your way up. For 74-year-old Dorothy, this simple practice gave her the confidence to start leading hiking groups again after a minor fall had really shaken her up. And now for number 2, an exercise that fights back against one of the most visible and dangerous signs of aging, that forward hunched posture. Resistance band rows are the perfect antidote, strengthening the exact muscles in your back that pull your shoulders back and keep your spine nice and tall. And this is definitely not just about how you look. The The medical term is kyphosis, and the data is pretty sobering. It's linked to a 44% higher mortality rate. And why? Because that forward hunch actually compresses your internal organs. It affects your breathing, and it dramatically increases your risk of falling. Walking does almost nothing to fight this constant downward pull of gravity.
But this one simple pulling motion can change everything. It strengthens those key postural muscles, it can slash chronic back pain, and it even gives your lungs more room to expand. You can do this by securing a resistance band to a doorknob, holding the ends, and pulling your elbows straight back, really squeezing your shoulder blades together. Just ask George, a 69-year-old who started getting compliments on his youthful posture after only 2 months. So, we've covered strength, we've covered balance, and we've covered posture. But our number one exercise, well, it takes all of those benefits and combines them into something that does more than just train your body. It actually helps rewire your brain. So, let me just ask you this. What single practice could possibly be so effective that it outperforms dedicated strength training, balance work, and walking combined when it comes to preventing falls? The answer is right here in this number, a massive 47% reduction in fall risk. This is from a major study out of Harvard Medical School. I mean, that is an absolute game-changing figure that points to an exercise that works on a much, much deeper level. The number one exercise better than walking for seniors is Tai Chi. And its power isn't just in the slow, gentle movements you see. No, its real magic is in its ability to literally create new neural pathways in your brain, leading to more efficient, more stable, and more automatic movement. Let's actually look at what's happening inside the brain. Brain scans of people who practice Tai Chi show increased gray matter in the areas that are crucial for movement and memory. The meditative part of it also slashes the stress hormone cortisol, which can actually accelerate muscle loss. The results are just profound. Practitioners over 70 have shown reaction times comparable to people 20 years younger. And this translates into some incredible real-world results. Take Barbara, who's 77. She started Tai Chi after 2 really bad falls. She hasn't fallen a single time in 3 years. And as she puts it, she feels more graceful now than she did when she was 50. Now that's the power of training your brain, not just your muscles. So the crucial takeaway here is this. That old model of just walking more and more miles, it's over. The new paradigm is all about working smarter. It's about using targeted movements that address the specific vulnerabilities of aging and can actually help reverse that decline, building a stronger, more capable body for the long haul. And that really leaves us with one final thought. It's a question to ask yourself every single day. Are the movements you're choosing to do just kind of maintaining the status quo, or are they actively building the resilience you need to really thrive for years to come? The choice is yours.